Good job, V. Hey, you got it, man.
Guys, I know it's going to be hard, but I'm going to need you guys to focus.
he, he added the sound effect for the cheeks, man, like they just clapped. So, this is Smack's response, it seems, man. All right, let's watch this.
I'll be very objective in the response for the most part. It's long due to the nature of your claims, so I'm addressing them all and carrying on about my day.
Based.
Doxing is some serious shit.
Yep.
If you are saying Loki was involved...
Why the fuck does Loki sound like Smack? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Why does he sound a bit like Smack? Am I going nuts a little bit? I think there's some Smack there. Sometimes, not all the time. Dude, just listen closely.
...involved in you getting doxed, the proof should immediately be attached to this claim.
Bro, yo, did you guys not hear that? What? He sounds a bit like Smack. Now you're trying to imply all black people sound the same. All right, I'm canceled, chat.
For me to verify, and he would get removed instantly. I will not have a mod that doxes people. Same for my community. Same. It should be the same for any community. Sure. Right? You've already gone public stating that his mod literally doxed me. Your mod is doxing me. These were words said by Saint. And there has been zero proof shown of this occurrence.
And there it is. There it is.
I asked Loki to show me why you would say this, and he showed me some DMs of him and Foxhole talking that don't prove the statements above that you made live on stream in any capacity. Okay? We went over this in the last video in the CJ reaction. Here's the definition of doxing: the malicious act of researching and publicly publishing private, identifying information about an individual, such as home addresses, phone numbers, or personal emails without their consent, usually to harass, shame, or intimidate them. It transforms private data into a weapon for online harassment, often resulting in cyber stalking, real-world threats, or economic damage.
Yes.
None of that happened.
None.
Right? Now, I do have to bring this up. There's another DM from Saint that says, would put my personal safety at risk. Would, right?
Okay. What is it?
Would implies that he has never been doxxed, right? Never been doxxed at all. The only person that's been proven to have been doxxed is Cap, and Cap sent that proof over to Tectone.
Yes.
Saint has sent nothing over to anyone, right?
And Saint got doxed through the copyright strike from Mr. Pokey.
By definition, Loki hasn't done this, and your public statements made were false and a misrepresentation of him unless you can provide further proof to back these claims. This should have been the first action you committed so we can solve things immediately. You commit it too so we can solve things immediately. Obviously, there has been no evidence at all. It says here, Fox, on the other hand, has 100% admitted to researching and acquiring your private info, which is some weird behavior I don't condone, and if this was Loki, he would be removed instantly, even though it still technically isn't doxing. It is most certainly a non-ethical act, invasion of privacy, and something I don't fuck with, which I said that in the video, right? So if he brings up that video I unlisted because me and Fox apologized to each other, then he will probably not include that context, right? I literally said it was weird. I did bring it up because I had an issue with the creator themselves, right? And I used that as a way to derail the stalking claims, to be like, wait a minute, you're the stalker here. You have this guy's personal information. That's very strange. So I do actually say that in the video. And here he says, your position is a grandstanding one on Loki, not condemning Foxhole for digging up your personal information in a stalkerish fashion when he shared this with him, which I actually can get behind the scrutiny here. However, this doesn't in any way make Loki guilty of doxing you, nor responsible for Foxhole's actions.
It doesn't take a genius. Yeah, like I get Saint was trying to do what Saint does, which is spinning and like transforming something into something that it's not. But on this one, there's not much you can do. Like it's pretty black or white.
And then he says here, he doesn't like you and he has beef with you. So he doesn't have to help you in any capacity, which is petty, but not something I will get on my high horse about considering y'all's history.
Base Smack. There it is. Yeah, ultimately, he doesn't like you. So yeah, to be expected. Like, should he do it? No, but he doesn't like you. So like, we understand where they're coming from.
This man has come after me for no reason, gone after my numbers, right? He's personally attacked me. He's called me uneducated, which, I mean, boys, like borderline racist, because he said that he made those claims after he found out my skin colors, but I won't get into that.
What the fuck? Wait, what? What the fuck are we talking about? Saint's racist. Are we surprised? We have more racism claims What the fuck is going on?
Your main issue here is Foxhole having your personal info and invading your personal space. Last time me and you spoke, this is again Smack to Saint, it was left on a positive note with good vibes, and whatever needed to be said should have been said then. You also have access to my DMs. I see in your VOD you're still going on about the John Seaman and Loki Gacha shit 2 months later, despite having us hash this out already.
That's the problem with Saint. Some people like to keep some stuff in the back pocket, and when something happens, they just pull those out. Like, oh, Loki Gotcha, Smack, John Seaman, all that stuff. Like, that shit's like follow-up attacks. It's so weird.
He didn't like that, right? He let it go at the time, and, they got on call, talked, whatever, but it's still something that bothers him because in his head, he thinks that in no way John Seaman is just like worse than me. Like, because he's getting personally, I mean, it's not even personally attacked. I'm literally just defending myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm defending myself and he's taking that as an attack, he immediately is putting me over John Seaman as just like the worst person, the biggest scum on the planet, right? The typical narcissist behavior. They don't realize their own faults. It is what it is. You're clearly in conflict about this, yet you don't reach out to me first. You publicize it to people who can't solve this problem for you first. Your main goal should have been to make me aware of this directly before anything.
Yeah.
You said in your stream, I hope this reaches him. And if you didn't have access to my DMs to tell me yourself, this is a unwise way of handling things.
Absolutely.
And this is the flip-flopping back and forth, right? You changed your statement on stream of Loki literally doxing you to Loki being complicit and supportive of doxing you in these DMs.
Yes.
Both are still incorrect, but also different accusations, right? Never doxed this guy. Never doxed this guy. Never was supportive. I got a DM. I said,
Based.
I responded in my head as, damn, Detective Foxhole on the case. That's crazy. That
Yes.
was my thought process. I was like, damn, you're like deep in this.
I know. That's
care.
what we all thought too,
I
man.
literally don't care that much. I speak on it because I feel like it needs to be spoken on.
It's a farm, all right. Just that. Yeah, we farming out here, bro. Hey, you do you, King.
I would like to speak on other things. I really wanted to talk about the HSR Mappa trailer with the 90s anime.
I know them drama debuffs, bro. I know the feeling, man. I know. We drama farmers. We know what's up, man.
That was my entire thought process on my way home. I was going to make a video on that, and then I get DMs saying Saint's accusing you of doxing him, and I was just like, now I can't even like make that video because like I got to talk about this shit, and I'm probably out of the like time limit to make that video where it's actually going to pop off and get a decent amount of views, right? Like it's just so annoying. So next, he can't be complicit and supportive of doxing when the DMs don't even verify there was a doxing conveyed to him. I have his personal info. These are words said by Foxhole. I posted all of his personal info online for everyone to see. Two very different things. One is criminal. The other is ethically wrong, parasocial, and weird. Neither of which belong to Loki. That is a Foxhole issue. And that's what I said in my next video. In my last video. That has nothing to do with me.
No.
That literally has nothing to
Because that's what I was thinking too. It's Foxhole that docs. Maybe he didn't do it publicly. Apparently, that's what you guys have said. But the fact is, the guy that really, really did the homework to find out who Saint is was Foxhole.
And then he ends it with, the entire thing is fucking retarded. Dragging me into this in the way you did is retarded, and it has honestly been a waste of my time. To wash my hands with it all, I'll remove Lucky Gacha as my mod, which changes absolutely nothing about Foxhole having your personal information. This is the most toddler-ass drama I've ever been dragged into.
And there it is. And there it is. Just so that this doesn't keep happening again, he just removed him as a mod. He'll probably give him another account and mod him there too or something. That would be like a good workaround. Or I don't even think Loki nor Smack care about if he's mod there or not. Like ultimately modding is not this grandiose position people make it out to be. It's, and if anything, a mod is just someone that's more willing to help the creator, really. It's actually being a bit of a debuff being a mod, if anything. If you ask me personally. But yeah, this is the most toddler ass drama I've ever been dragged into. Is pretty spot on.
We both agreed that was essentially the best course of action. Smack doesn't want to be involved in this shit.
Yes.
Right?
Smack shouldn't have taken off the mod away. No, it's because we don't want this to keep happening, because obviously this is something that's just going to keep creating narratives that people want to run with. Why would I want to keep feeding that shit? Just shut the fuck up. All right, here we go. Shut up. I just want you to shut up. And I just want to keep doing my thing. I don't give a shit about what you have to think about me or all this. All I care about is that you shut up so that I can keep... Like, you're like this noisy neighbor. Like, if I do this, will you shut up? All right, great. That's basically what it is.
Went out of their way to involve another creator that has nothing to do with the issue at all, right?
Yep.
And then he has to look into it, go out of his way to look into it, see nothing's wrong, and the easiest course of action moving forward is just to, cut ties as a moderator, and that way he can't use that against him anymore.
Exactly.
So it is what it is. That is what happened. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.
All right. So that was Smack's response. It seems that we hit the nail on the head. We were right. Smack did Smack stuff. And I guess the removing of the model was something we should have seen coming, but I guess we really thought that Smack would just like shut up. Like he's good for me and all that. But apparently like shutting everything down so that for this to never keep occurring, especially since Loki is now his own thing and he's just like why would I keep dragging Smack into this? Because clearly what I do is starting to get Smack by association. It just doesn't make any sense. So I think it makes the most sense for both individuals, considering Smack doesn't want to be dragged into this type of behavior, into this type of situations, to just remove it and just keep it pushing. Yeah, that's a bit of a, obviously some of you guys were like, he kind of quote unquote complied and stuff. No, 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 not necessarily. It's just the smart move. And it's not like, not everything has to be about ego. Some things are just literal, just strategy. Because you got to think about the bigger picture and what someone's goals is when they do an activity. And the fact is, Smack just want to mind his own business and do his thing. He doesn't want to get dragged into this, which is very understandable. So, yeah, it is what it is. Boy, I hope I said misinterprets this and keeps pushing Smack. He's gonna read this. He's gonna say, "Oh yeah, this is stupid. Like I don't know why this didn't happen a long time ago. Loki, she's just there it is. There it is. We finally ousted Loki and stuff. Like this is a W. Saints is very good at transforming things to his advantage. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. So definitely getting ego boost to say he has clout. That's why he's removed him. Oh yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. Like you cannot deny that. If Saint didn't have clout, this wouldn't have happened. This wouldn't have happened because I know he can create enough of a wave that's gonna be a nuisance. So why would I want to deal with that when I can nip a problem in the bud? Not what I meant. What do you mean then? He doesn't have clout though. Right, right. Clout isn't what I thought it was. He has a good online presence. All right, he has good, strong enough online presence to where it could be problematic for someone to just mind his own business. So yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. This was Smack's response. I think it was pretty interesting. All in all, this whole situation is very interesting. So yeah, be seeing you.